STEM students. Welcome to Thursday. And today now we're going to be moving forward with looking at another type of energy that we haven't touched on so far. So far, if you're kind of recapping where we've been, we've looked at 7 primary different energy types earlier when we read 14.4. And then yesterday we kind of recapped specifically kinetic and potential energies and how those conversions go, where if one goes up, the other one goes down, etc. Today now what we're going to focus in on is energy types that are non-renewable. And so remember, when we talk about non-renewable, we're talking about once you've used them once, you can't use them again. So a lot of times in our society, we have a wide variety of non-renewable resources. You've even heard of maybe even be called fossil fuels, where we consume them because they're cheap, they're affordable, and as a result, though, they have a lot of trade-offs. And so today we're going to be digging in a little bit into these non-renewable resources, these fossil fuels. Something I want you to pay attention to, though, is as you're going through, I want you to look specifically at this chart. The reason I want you to look at this chart is because it kind of gives us a little bit of perspective in terms of decisions we make about which fossil fuels we choose to consume. So when we look at this, keep in mind this is pounds per part per billion. So that would mean 1 pound of it. So like when you think about coal dust, if we could capture a pound of that dust or a pound of that carbon monoxide per 1 billion units used, for coal we would be getting 208 pounds of carbon monoxide. So again, the thing you have to remember here is 208 doesn't sound like a lot, but you have to remember that these carbon monoxide atoms are really, really small. So to get 208 pounds of it is a lot. And so taking a look at all these other things that are produced. So again, please, please, please take a look at the charts in terms of some of the decisions we made. Obviously, we're here to talk a little bit more about nuclear energy as well. And again, just like yesterday, imploring you to watch the video down here on our non-renewable energy sources. Now, today's a little different. There is no specific quiz inside of ck12. And so that being said, what you're going to find attached to our assignment today is a document that asks you the 5 questions at the end of these readings. So these 5 questions, I'm asking for you to reflect on here. Some of them are just common, like just give me the names, and I just want to make sure that you did the reading, make sure you understand what our fossil fuel types are. A couple are going to ask you to think a little bit, such as question 4 and 5. So when we talk about compare and contrast, so tell me, what are those things that separate our fossil fuel types? So like that chart we just talked about would be a great resource for you. And also thinking about like pros and cons of our nuclear energy use, which was the last section of our reading. So today, the only thing I need you to do is to go through the reading. And once you've completed this reading, again, answer these 5 questions. So today you're going to be clicking in through Google Classroom. You will not see, or you do not need to click on the link that would normally be up here where you click on Turn. I know it's a little different, but today we're not going to be taking the quiz when it comes to this assignment. I'm going to be asking you to answer those 5 questions in the reading. So again, complete the reading, answer the questions, click Turn for Classroom. Again, Mr. Brookins does a nice job of reading 14.6 aloud. So again, if you would like to listen to him, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, STEM students, glad to see you here today. And we look forward to answering any of your questions this morning from 9 to 11. Otherwise, have a great day. And again, stay healthy.